Hi guys, Charlotte here from RCSI Gym, and I'm going to take you through a Pilates class which focuses on working the hips. If you'd like to, feel free to use a band. You are under no obligation to do so, but if you want to make it a little bit harder, please add a band. I'm going to work with the black band today. I'm going to just take it over the legs and onto the thighs. So if you're putting the band on, just make sure it's not resting on the knees. So make sure it's onto your thighs. So whenever you're ready, we're going to come to lie down. And before we get moving, we're just going to do some pelvic tilts just to kind of settle ourselves. If you want to make a diamond with your hands, just bring the index finger together, thumbs touching, bring that diamond to the front of your hips, index fingers going down around the pubic bone, thumbs open around the belly button, and it's okay if your fingers and thumbs aren't in those exact places. Before we move, take your feet and knees hip distance apart so you can feel the slack of the band. And when you're ready, you're going to imagine that there is a marble on a rope that is attaching between your pubic bone to your belly button. So we're aiming to move that marble in towards the belly button as we come into posterior pelvic tilt. We're aiming to move that marble towards your pubic bone as we come into anterior pelvic tilt. So you're just going to rock your pelvis forward and back as you inhale and then exhale fully. Just go for 4 more. And then come back to neutral, arms rest by your side. Take an inhale, the arms reach overhead. On your exhale, float the arms off the floor, lift your head and shoulders off the mat. Bring your gaze to look between the legs. From here, we'll take a deep breath in and stack one knee. Take a deep breath in and exhale, stack the other knee. Your knees and feet are going to stay hip distance apart while we're working with the band. If you're not working with the band, feel free to squeeze the inner thighs together. From here, we're going to hug the left knee in. So we're going to come straight into single leg stretch. For this movement, we're going to work hip flexion, okay? So we're pulling in as we inhale, and then exhale, switch your legs, extend the opposite leg. So go for 9 more to each side. Don't worry if you do have the band on and it's rolling up and down your thighs, it's okay, as long as it's not resting on the knees. We go once more to each side. Stack both knees at 90 degrees. Drop your head down, drop your feet down, and then rock your head from side to side. Hopefully that's feeling okay for you. So we move into our next movement. So we're going to work with a glute bridge series, and we will work hip extension with this one and bring a little bit of abduction in at the end. Okay, so arms are resting by your side. You're basically going to raise your hips up towards the ceiling as you push into the heels, and then slowly lower the glutes down. So if you're doing this movement and you're feeling this in your lower back, it's usually caused by the rib cage flaring and you're coming into anterior pelvic tilt. So if you come into neutral pelvis, send your rib cage down towards the hip bones, you should bring this movement back into the glutes. You should feel it in the glutes. If you're trying to do this and you're still feeling this in your lower back, feel free to pick your head off the mat and then go into the glute bridge and then lower. So whatever feels good for you. We're going to go for 10, lifting and lowering. Go for 9, lower, 8, lower, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay up. We're going to drive the knees apart. So we're working a little bit of hip abduction, okay? So driving the knees apart for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Work down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the glutes down. If you'd like, hug the knees into the chest and rock from side to side. When the time is right for you, you're going to come to side lying. So you have a few options for your upper body. You can come up onto your hands. You can come onto the forearm. You can hold your head, or you can rest your head down. So whatever feels good for you. If you are up on the forearm or you're up on the hand, just make sure that the shoulders are active. Try not to dump your head into your arm or your shoulders. The same for the hand, so try not to dump your head. So keep soft bend in the elbow, keep the shoulder blades active so you're sliding the shoulder blades down. So come into whichever position feels good for you. We're going to take the legs into 45 degrees, opposite hand drops down onto the mat. I'm going to go with toes touching. You're lifting and lowering that top knee for 10. Drop down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go with heels touching, opening and closing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lovely. We're going to open and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and close. We're just going to adjust the lower part, so we're coming to 90 degrees, and again, if you want to stay here, you can, or you can drop your head down if you feel a little bit more comfortable. We're just going to increase the range of motion by allowing the foot to lift off this time, so it's going to be your top leg that's lifting and lowering. You're going to feel the slack of the band and gravity wanting to pull your leg back down, but just keep the control on the way down and synchronize the movement to your breath to make it a little bit more relaxing and doable. So take a deep breath in. As you lift that top leg up, exhale. Inhale to lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Drop down. We're going to open and hold for 20 seconds, okay? So take a deep breath in and exhale, lift, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Close. So really feeling it in the glutes there. We're going to switch it over to the opposite side when you're ready. And feel free to have some water if you need it as well. So once you're ready, we're doing toes touching first. So come into position, take a deep breath in, and then exhale, lift and lower the top knee for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Heels touching then for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sides of the feet touching, open, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to change the leg position to 90 degrees, coming into our fire hydrants and opening and closing with the top leg only. Take a deep breath in and exhale, lift. 1, 8, 9, and 10. Close. We're going to lift and hold open for 20 seconds. When you're ready, take a deep breath in and exhale, open. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. When you're ready, we're switching back around. So we're coming onto all fours. We're going to work hip extension again. So basically we're coming into bird dogs, where we're going to extend opposite arm and opposite leg away, and then crunch in. So we're coming back into flexion then. Okay, so again, just take your time getting set up. If you have the band on, we are hip distance apart with the knees still. I'm sure you can feel it, so probably don't need to be reminded. We're going to extend the right arm overhead, extend the left leg back. Bring a soft bend into that left elbow. We're extending away, so when you bring that leg hip height, and then crunching in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10, extend and drop down. When you're ready, sit back towards the heels, just have a little break on the wrist. We're going to switch sides in a moment. When you're ready, push up. So right hand or right arm is going to stabilize. Bring a soft bend into that elbow. Oh, sorry. Opposite side. So you're going to extend the right leg and left arm. So when you're ready, exhale as you crunch. Inhale, extend. Go for 9 more. Go 3 more. And drop down. Again, just sit back towards the heels, have a little wiggle of the fingers, take a break. And when you're ready, we're going to come into side lying. So if you were working with the band, you can take the band off now. Pop it to the side and then make your way back to side lying. We're going to work hip rotation next, okay? So when you're ready, the top leg is going to extend back. The bottom leg is coming into a 90-degree angle. So hip is in line with the knee, knee in line with your foot. Opposite hand is going to just drop down onto the mat. Basically what you're going to do is push your knee in towards the floor and lift and lower your foot towards the ceiling. So take a deep breath in, exhale, push your knee down to wherever feels good. Lift and lower that foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lift that foot up and hold. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that foot down. Stack the right leg on top. This time, pop your hand onto your knee. We're lifting and lowering that foot up towards the ceiling, working internal rotation this time. So lift and lower your foot. Keep your knee down. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you lift. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lift that foot up and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. What we're going to do is slide the bottom leg back, bring the top leg over the bottom, and we're going to work the hip adductor. So we're just going to go into hip adductor lift. So we're going to be working the inner thighs. Okay, so the bottom leg, we're lifting and lowering that leg for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lift and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Drop down. Flipping over to the other side when you're ready. Again, if you need some water, take some water. It's no problem at all. Get yourself comfortable. Top leg is floating back. Bottom is in 90 degrees. We're working external rotation of your hip first. So pushing that knee into the mat, lifting and lowering your foot towards the ceiling, okay? So lift up and then lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're lifting and holding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Drop down. Opposite leg stacks above. Pop your hand onto your knee, lift and lower your foot for internal rotation for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lift that foot and hold. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to slide the bottom leg back. Top leg comes over. Prop yourself up. Hip adductor lift, working the inner thighs. Lifting and lowering that leg for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lift and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Drop down. Lovely. So we're coming into our final move, which is your hip circle on each side. So we're coming into supine, lying on your back. So take a few moments just to get yourself there. You can rest your hands on your tummy, on your rib cage, or by your side, whatever feels good. We're going to keep the left knee bent with your foot on the mat. We're going to push into that heel as you extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. What I want you to do is imagine you have a pen at the top of your big toe. So you're going to draw a circle in a clockwise direction with your big toe. We're in plantar flexion with that ankle, so we're pointing through the toes. Your leg is as straight as possible. Make sure the movement isn't just your ankle rotating. We want to work into the hip, okay? So from here, take an inhale. We're drawing a circle. You're inhaling for half a circle and exhaling for the other half. So your upper body shouldn't be moving. We're pushing into the left heel to stabilize. And we're going to go for 5 circles in this direction. So inhale for half a circle, exhale for the other half. We're starting small with the circle. Go for 2 more in this direction. And then come back up to center. Increase the range of motion if you like by making the circle bigger, or stick with what you're already doing. Whatever feels good for you, you do that. So take an inhale, take your leg around. Just go for 1 more. And then bring your leg back to center, drop it down. When you're ready, we're pushing into the right heel. Last move. Point through the toes and start to draw your circle nice and slow. Inhaling for half a circle, exhale for the other half. You're pushing into that right heel to help stabilize. Come back to center, and you have the option here of increasing that range of motion by making that circle a little bit bigger if you like, but stick with your circle that you're doing at the moment if that feels good for you. And you're just going for 5 of these. One more. Come back up to center. Drop your foot down. Take both feet mat distance apart. Drop both knees over to the left. Come back to center. Drop both knees over to the right. Back to center. Go 3 more times to each side. And when you're ready, hug the knees into the chest. Well done, we are finished. Fair play to you. Hopefully your hips are feeling all the better for taking the class. And be sure to look at the rest of our YouTube videos to see if there is another class that you'd like to try. And let me know how you get on. Thank you.